Okay, great. Okay, well, thank you all for joining this webinar today. We have Eduardo with us from IRB, and we are doing a joint collaboration. And the title of this webinar is Beyond Liquid Handling, Orchestrating the Certus Flex and Cell Explorer for End-to-End HTS Workflows. So I'm just going to go over the Certus Flex, just a quick overview for those of you who are not familiar with the device. The Certus Flex is an 8-channel low-volume dispenser. You can dispense right down to 50 nanoliters upwards. It's a contact-free dispenser, and it uses microvalve technology, and we can talk about this in more detail later. You can dispense a wide range of different types of fluids, so DMSO, cells, proteins, viscous solutions. It's user-friendly software, and it works when you integrate over the sealer interface. And there are no consumables. Everything is reusable and autoclavable. So that's why we say minimum maintenance. And part of the Certus Flex, the Certus range, so we have the Certus Flex dispenser. Then we have our new Certus Revo, which is the 16-channel dispenser, and it has some added new features. So, for example, backflush applications, the well plate holder has different shaking capabilities. We also have inbuilt air pressure, valve detection, leak detection, and so on. And again, if you would like more information about this, you can always reach out to us. We also have the cleaning station, and this is used to automatically clean your microvalves. And then something that we're very excited about is the dispenser washer, which will be coming out soon within the next year or so. Nano, we have the Certus Flex products globally, all over the world. We have Multidrop in the US, which is our US company. We have, I'm based in the UK. The Nano team are based in Thun in Switzerland, and we manufacture everything in-house there. Then we have our distributors in China and Japan, and also Australia. And we sell and support globally. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Eduardo, our guest speaker. Eduardo is from the drug screening platform at IRB Barcelona, and he specializes in compound management, high throughput screening, and laboratory automation. He has over 20 years of experience and focuses on integrating advanced robotic systems, including the Certus Flex, to design flexible drug discovery workflows. And by enabling fully automated end-to-end assay assembly, he's effectively reduced manual intervention and has enabled increased throughput. So this ensures robust, contamination-free execution from compound library management to the scaling of the larger complex biological assays. So without further ado, I would like to hand over the screen to Eduardo. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the kindly introduction, Sarah. You can see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Perfect.
So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for joining this webinar. My name is Eduardo Villarroel, and I am a member of the drug screening platform here at the IRB Barcelona. Today, I want to talk about how we go beyond liquid handling. I will explain how we connect the Certus Flex and the Cell Explorer system to create an efficient end-to-end workflow for high throughput screening. So let's begin. First, let me give some context about our institute. IRB Barcelona focus on excellence in research to cure cancer and other diseases linked to aging. Our scientific structure is large and collaborative. We have 3 research programs to address major challenges, supported by 5 integrative research nodes. In total, we have 27 research groups and no core facilities working together. And within this structure, our department is the drug screening platform. We act as an early stage accelerator. Our main goal is to Our main goal is sample but vital. We facilitate the switch conversion of basic scientific breakthrough into real market solutions. In short, we work to make basic science reach the patient as fast as possible to improve the quality of life. It is the idea of our department, our core facility inside the institute. For that, we have two main automated platforms, as you can see in these photographs. On one side, we have the Cell Explorer from Revity, which is used for for the preparation of assay-ready plates and for full assay execution. Cellular assays or biological assays, biochemical assays. On the other side, we have the Hamilton Vantage platform, which is dedicated to compound management and biochemical HTS. Both platforms are really powerful. So, however, however, we realize that the real challenge today goes beyond the compound transfer because transferring compounds efficiently is a solved problem. The new bottleneck in automation is assembling the really complex biological assays and doing this in a reproducible and scalable way is where the real difficulty lies. And because of that difficulty, we integrate. This is why this is the reason why we introduce the Certus Flex into our workflow. As Sarah mentioned before, it is a low volume reagent dispenser that use microvalve technologies for contactless dispensing. It has 8 independent channels and can dispense several reagents simultaneously. That is really good for thinking in throughput. It handled both low and high viscosity liquids with high speed and precision. And one a greater advantage is that each valve can access every well on the plate, and we can use that the same instrument for the acid development and the final HTS. And it's really important that you have you prepare all the process with the same device. And a plus, it has very small dead volumes and dispensing range from, I think, 10 nanoliters, 15 nanoliters to milliliters range. And it's fully compatible with any SBS plate, the 96, H4, etc. So, uh, but the key to our success was a shift in perspective. We stopped thinking in terms of individual instruments. As you can see in the in the first picture at the left, uh, we s- we have separate technologies like you can see in the picture Certus Flex, Multidrop, Echo, incubators, Envision for reading, and so on. But now we look if you look the second illustration, we see an integrated workflow. Every technology plays a highly specific role within one continuous process. Everything is working as a real team. We put this workflow concept to the test with a complex protein-protein interaction screen. As you can see in this diagram, the steps fit together perfectly. First, we prepare the as for the place. We print the compounds with an echo. Uh, After that, the Certus Flex adds the protein, peptide, and controls in a single steps. That is really important. And third, the multidrop adds the detection reagents. And finally, with an Envision, we perform the readout. Now let's see this process in action. In this video, you can observe how all these devices are working together. in real time. Notice how the plates move automatically between different stackers, pillars, different devices that are integrated inside the platform. In this platform, we have integrated an echo, an Envisio reader, a pillar and sealer for the plate, two multi-drops, and recently we have integrated the Certus Flex that as I mentioned before, in this HTS, the plates were pre-printed from the echo, and here you can see the robotic arm move the plate between the different instruments, and the echo and the Certus Flex add the peptide, the protein, and buffer in only one single step. One instrument for three additions that it prevent the more movement of the robotic arm in between different multi-drops or so on. So then the multi-drop dispense after it finishes the the Certus addition, the plate goes to the multi-drop to add the detection reagent, and after incubation it goes directly to the Envision for the reading. So you can see the plate goes from the Certus to the multi-drop to add the detection reagent. And in this moment, the plate that was waiting in the pillar goes to the Certus to continue to the process. And so this automation keeps the entire process continuous and hands-free. But what represent this kind of automation? What happens after the Certus have been integrated in our platform? But the results are really they speak for themselves. As you can see here, we successfully screen 1,000 compounds in just 3 days. If you look at this bar chart, you can see the throughput boost after integrating the Certus Flex in our platform. Before the integration, we perform a PPI assay similar than the PPI that you have seen in the video, and we can process 80 around 80 plates per day without Certus Flex. After the integration of Certus Flex, a similar HTS, we perform 115 plates per day. That this represents a massive 45% increase in our daily throughput. That it is for us a small department like us that we are only 4 people. It represents a really a very good increase in our throughput. And so, to summarize, the Certus integration unlocked absolutely versatility and operational flow throughout these six key points. First, assembly. It allows seamless integration of complex biological components. Second, the flow. It drastically reduced the dead volumes of the reagent. That is really important if you have a very expensive reagents in your assay. Third, continuity. We use a single dispenser from assay setup to full HTS execution. For optimization, it gives us total flexibility for complex matrix design when we are in the assay during the assay setup. With the reagent, it offers a tip-free delivery, eliminating issues with sticky reagents and saving plastic. So it is eco-friendly in any way, and of course it reduces the cost of tips of working with tips, and save the precision. The optimizing the angle dispensed head that is one of the dispensed head that you can put in the Certus Flex solve sample foaming and bubbling during pipetting, and we have experience uh, with a protein master mix that have a lot of problems when pipetting because it create a foam, and after but dispensing with this angle head, it's incredible. It was perfect for in the plate. There was no bubbles in the plate. So in conclusion, Certus empowers our success from initial setup to HTS scale execution. What's about the future? Well, looking into the future, we have more things more on the horizon. First, we are developing an organoid HTS to screen 25,000 compounds using advanced patching derived organoids models. This process we are in the assay development of the process, the assay development of the assay. Second, for biscuit handling, we are collaborating with Fritz Geyer to develop a specific plasma dispensing protocol for a third company that is interested in the Certus Flex. And third, we are implementing personalized medicine projects in our institute in collaboration with a child hospital here in Barcelona. And this project, we will use the system to dispense customized controls tailored to each specific patient profile, and much more in the future. I think it's a very robust device that we can use in a lot of applications. And well, it's a short presentation. And thank you very much for your time and attention. And as you can see in the slide, any questions are welcome, but please, not hard questions, please. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Eduardo. That was a great presentation with lots of information. We did have questions coming in, but you've seemed to be answering them as you've gone along with the slides. So the questions I was going to ask, you were answering them as you were going along. Let's have a look, see something that you didn't answer. There was a question about cleaning. How do you clean? What's your cleaning protocol for the peptides?
Yes, I know that now it's a cleaning station, but we don't have it. But there is a manual cleaning process that you can adapt the valve in this system, and you can pass the liquid through the valve, and it really works very good. Because we have tested it with valves that were obstructed by peptide,
Mm,
and with ethanol and hot water,
yes.
it really works. And after that, we performed the HTS, and the results were really with a very good quality.
Let's have a look. Sabrina, can you see any other questions?
Wait a minute.
Somebody's asking, you already mentioned how the Certus Flex has streamlined your workflows. Is there anything, how else can you, because you still got the multi-drop there as well.
Yes.
So what are the main differences? How's the Certus and the multi-drop?
Well, one of the different, of course, is that you can use the H valve with different components. For instance, the comparison I have put in the presentation, the PPI that we previously made, we have to perform in two different runs because we only had two multi drops, but we have to do three additions.
Yeah.
So for that the process is longer. In this process, after the Certus integration, we have add in three different components with the Certus, and only using one valve for each component, it really go fast. And we use the multi-drop for to add the reagents, the detection reagents, and it is we with the Certus also we have in other I think it have here. Yes. In the last weeks, we have a lot of problems with one membrane. We have dispensing membrane cells in the
Mhm.
and in here you can see that there are a multi-drop pattern really that it don't dispense it come back the tip and it start to really to dispense it was because the liquid was in the tubing and is well and after that we thought well why we can try with Certus and as you can see it is the same liquid,
Yeah,
the same result. You can see here that there are no pattern in the dispensation.
like a starting effect. Yeah.
Yes, and it really solved one problem that we have in that moment. And otherwise, we have the Certus integrated inside the platform, but we can use it standalone too.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it is for us is a lot of flexible.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned about the plasma. Have you tried that already, dispensing the
No,
plasma?
we are start next week. We have
Okay.
this week. I was we were in a congress in Berlin. We can 2 days my first day in this week, and I hope the next week I start to make the test. And we are in contact with these people, and they send us all the specification they want, the liquid exactly the liquid they want to use. And well, we made a call with them last week, and all is going.
Good, good. We've got a question and another one. What are your main issues when you're integrating multiple different instruments in the same workflow?
Well, it's the one thing that is very important is the Cellular program that control all the devices, and the one we have it really. So you have to know exactly more or less the time that the plate in is in each part of the workflow, but for that you have the scale process, no? And you find always you try to find the best solution for your assay.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, we don't have any other questions, but we do have lots of other comments just saying that the presentation was great,
Thank you.
lots of information, lots of great information. Um, and for those of you that, oh, hold on, something else. Yeah, that's come through. For those, this will be recorded, and if anybody would like the recording or any further information from myself, the Nano team, and Eduardo, please reach out to us. I think the details will be in the recorded webinar as well. But thank you once again, Eduardo, and
Thank
I
you.
wish everyone a great rest of the day, and hope to see you all again soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye bye.